Waco, Texas, home of Magnolia, the Silos, and of course Chip and Joanna Gaines, who were the stars of Fixer Upper for 5 seasons from 2014 until 2018. After taking a break from Fixer Upper for a couple of years, they came back with their own network, a slightly modified version of Fixer Upper, and then a few specialized seasons of The Castle and The Hotel. We have seen and loved them all over the years and wanted to bring the kids to Waco to see it all with us.
Going to the Silos.
Oh yeah, on the way to Silos. Y'all excited?
Yeah. I really like the Magnolia Press. I have great coffee.
Get a cupcake.
Brittany loves the bakery.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
It's just so good.
I know. We'll see if y'all have been good enough today to get a treat. We began our trip to the Silos with a visit to Magnolia Press, Joanna's coffee shop that is on site. The coffee shop used to be a yoga and CrossFit studio, but you would never know it now. It was designed and outfitted with a very high level of thoughtfulness, as with every other project the Gaines are involved in. I'm not a coffee drinker, but Misty sure is, and she doesn't miss an opportunity to have a hot drink to sip on, especially if it has the Magnolia label on it. The Silos grounds cover almost 5 acres in downtown Waco and offers a variety of different experiences that any fan of Fixer Upper would love. Much of the grounds are covered with turf, which keeps the landscaping looking pristine year-round. Some of the areas are covered and some are not. There are cornhole boards set up for visitors to use, which of course I love, and an old photo booth. There are also many unique areas for relaxing, and we just loved all the square pavers. Brittany even created her own version of hopscotch. After making our way across the grounds from the coffee shop, we decided to check out Magnolia Market. Magnolia Market is the largest of the shops located at the Silos and offers all sorts of kitchen items, home decor, and Magnolia branded apparel for purchase. The Gaines' oldest daughter, Ella, even has her own line of products featured in the store, which were inspired by a trip she took with her mom to Paris. They've actually created a full-size wiffle ball field in the middle of the grounds, where visitors can start their own impromptu game at any time. We learned that back in the 1920s, Waco had a minor league baseball team that used to play against the likes of Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig on this very spot. I guess they were the real heavy hitters before Chip and JoJo took over. Our next stop was Magnolia Home. This is Joanna's home decor and furniture store. As you would expect, it is beautiful. It reminded us of Pottery Barn, but with a more farmhouse feel. There are plenty of amazing looking new items, but there are also some awesome one-of-a-kind antique pieces in the store that Joanna has found over the years and is offering them for purchase as well. While we were there, Misty and the kids were daydreaming about all the things they would want in our new home once we get back to South Carolina. I think we will just have to settle for the rooms to go version though. The newest additions to the silos are the old church, which the Gaines moved to the property back in 2018, and the 6 small shops they built that flank both sides of the courtyard in front. The church was originally built back in 1894 and was an active house of worship until the late 1980s. When Chip and Joanna decided to purchase it and move it to the silos property, they had to replace and rebuild most of the structure to make it safe for visitors, but kept as much of the original materials and charm as possible during the renovation process.
Fernie's, this little store, Fernie's, this is Joanna's sister's store.
The 6 little shops out front all look the same on the outside, but have their own unique style and inventory on the inside. There's a jewelry store, a stationery shop, a ladies' clothing store, and even a store that is dedicated to Chip's favorite items. His store is named number 16, which was apparently his favorite number to wear when he was a baseball player back in the day. After doing a little window shopping, it was time to see what the food trucks had to offer. After weighing all the options, Blakely and Brittany decided that a large mason jar of Alabama sweet tea was the best option on a hot spring day in Texas. After visiting the food trucks, it was on to the Silos Baking Company for an even sweeter treat. The line was pretty long as usual, but honestly it moved pretty quickly. Inside, the bakery is as beautiful as you would expect. Even the bathroom looks like something out of a magazine.
They were out of the ones that we wanted.
What?
They sold out the prize pick when we were in line.
Oh, no.
So we got cupcakes instead. So we got lemon lavender. That's my fave. And then we got cookies and cream. Alright.
Even though they were out of the couple of items that we were hoping to get, The cupcakes we did get were amazing. We sat outside the bakery to enjoy our treats and decide what should be on the agenda for the next day. We decided that there was no better way to start our second day in Waco than to have breakfast at Chip and Joanna's restaurant, Magnolia Table. Like all other things Magnolia, that was another massive renovation project. This one did start off as a restaurant, but it was called the Elite Cafe and was a Waco landmark for more than 75 years before it closed in 2016. The Gaines then purchased it and reopened it as Magnolia Table in 2018. There are still a few design nods to the old Elite Cafe, but it has been mostly transformed into another Magnolia design masterpiece. We enjoyed everything from biscuits and gravy and crunchy French toast to a flight of different types of lemonades and flavored butters. It was all delicious, and we really enjoyed talking to our waitress as well. After breakfast, we took a little time to check out the grist mill where Joanna films her cooking show, which is also called Magnolia Table. Misty is such a great cook and loves to make many of the recipes that we have watched Joanna make on the show over the years. Even though no one was there when we drove by, we were able to look through the front door and see the set where they filmed the show. It was pretty neat to see something in person that we have seen on TV so many times before. After leaving the grist mill, we also drove by some of the other locations that have been featured on Fixer Upper over the years, such as the Little Shop on Bosque and a few houses as well. We were also able to see the castle, which they just completed in 2022. We ended our evening at Chip and Joanna's latest project, Hotel 1928. Because we weren't guests of the hotel, we were not able to see inside any of the guest rooms, but we were able to see many of the public spaces. This included the first floor restaurant and coffee bar, as well as the library and rooftop terrace. The library was probably our favorite room, with its dark walls, fireplace, and amazing staircases. We ended the day on the rooftop terrace where we watched the day turn into evening on another day of exploring. Next time on Southern Shore Living. We came to Waco for Magnolia and the Silos, but found a whole lot more. Join us next time as we explore the Heritage Homestead, Waco Mammoth Monument, and Dr. Pepper Museum, and much, much more. See you next time.